Hi fellow dreamers, in this video we are going to take an opportunity to respond to your comments and your questions. Thanks for joining everybody. My name is Carolina. As you know, I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace, and I also help my followers interpret their dreams. We do this because when we listen to our dreams, we're connecting to our subconscious, and when we share them, we connect with one another on a more profound level. So let's go ahead and get started with your comments and questions. The first one comes from Nick B. He says, I dreamt about a girl. We were texting and texting. He says, then suddenly I joined the military and she said I was not texting her anymore. She said she found a better guy and I don't know why I'm crying. I didn't even know her name. Then he puts a crying face. He says she was beautiful. I don't know what her race is. American, like Asian. I don't know. And then he puts a little laughing face. So let's explore this dream because there's a lot to unpack here. So first and foremost, it sounds like this is like it started off being a beautiful dream, right? Because you were texting her, everything was so loving and so wonderful. But then she said she found somebody else because you joined the military and you weren't texting her enough. So let's reflect this to waking state for a moment. Are you currently in a relationship? You don't have to answer this below, but I'm going to walk you through this. If you currently are in a relationship right now, you may be facing something similar to this where your partner is saying, hey, you're not paying enough attention to me like you used to. Hey, you seem a little bit more busy than you used to, right? So your partner may be wanting a little bit more attention from you. That could be the first thing. Now, if you're like, Carolina, I don't even have anybody that I'm dating. I don't know why I'm having this dream. Okay, this dream could simply be a loving alert. Remember, because dream state shows you past, present, future, and dimensions above and below, this could be something from past, okay? If you believe in past lives, this is something that you can be seeing in dream state. And you may be wondering, okay, but if it was a past life, why does it matter? Why is it coming now? Remember, any dream that you get is meant to guide you in this moment. We're meant to use them as lessons. So it's time to reflect this to waking state. Are you thinking of joining the military? If you are, you may also, be weighing your pros and your cons. Like pro, I get to, defend my country. Con, I may not be able to be with the person that I love because, we'll be separated, etc. So this dream essentially is inviting you to look at your life and your relationships. Two things here, life and relationships. How is it that you're living these things? How is it that you're interacting with your life and with your relationships? Because if you are thinking of joining the military, this dream here is just a loving alert, and it's saying, look, if you want to join, that's fine, but this is a potential for the future. Remember, just like dream state shows you past and it shows you present, it shows you things of the future. So if everything continues as it is, this is a likely outcome. Now, the feeling that you feel within the dream, that is what's going to guide you to know if this is something that is coming or if this is just a loving alert reflecting what is going on now. That part is within you. And of course, we can guide you further if you put more information or if you do a consultation. But this dream simply is letting us know that right now we need to reevaluate our life, okay? Whether we are going to join the military, if this is something we're interested in. And number two, how is it that we're acting in our relationships? Are we giving the same amount of energy as before? Do we need to give a little bit more? That's something that you can explore, but thank you for sharing your dream with us. Let's go to our next dreamer. Her name is Kushi Kumari. She says, it is the first time I fell in love with a guy. He was a stranger and I haven't thought about love before because I'm not interested. But this time I fell for him. She says, I don't know why, but he was the perfect man. As I went, he hugged me, and I've also seen that our family is also appreciating our love. Please tell me what is happening and why, because I don't have any boyfriend and I'm not even interested in these things. This dream was too peaceful. She says that hug was so peaceful, and I'm totally thinking about the same dream for a lot of times. She says, I want the same. I want to see this once more. He was just a stranger and he cares a lot. He was so perfect. What's going to happen? Oh, Kushi, this is beautiful. So again, like we told our former dreamer, right? This could be past, present, or this could be something that is coming. But look, either way, this is such a loving experience, and many of our dreamers have had something similar where they dream of a stranger and they are just so in love, and they wake up and they're like, where is this person? Like, why aren't they here in waking state for real with me? So there's a lot that we can explore here in a lot of different levels. One of the first things though is that this is a really loving experience and a really loving dream. So let's reflect this to waking state for a moment. How is it that I'm living my relationship right now? Do I have a relationship or do I desire one? Because remember, dream state is going to show you those things that you most need and you most need to feel. So if you don't have a relationship right now or anything, dream state is letting you know, hey, this love, this kind of love is totally possible. You've already experienced it in dream state. You've already met this amazing, beautiful stranger that you've connected with in dream state. So essentially, it's prepping you. It's letting you know, hey, this love is possible. And something that's very interesting is you say that in waking state, you're not interested in love. You're like, I don't even care. I'm not really into that stuff. But in the dream, you had such a beautiful interaction with that person. So this can also be this point here. Mentally, you think, I don't really want a person in my life because it doesn't fit with my plan, right? I'm focused, I'm doing all of these things. But that doesn't mean that the higher self, your inner self, doesn't desire that love and that peaceful energy, okay? So be open to it. If the universe brings you a loving individual to connect with, it's because it's the best thing for you and that person right now. You could find this person and grow together with them, help each other on various levels. So I just, would like you to be open to that, because dream state is saying, hey, this right here, this is great. Like, you thought you didn't need this in waking because it didn't fit into your plan, right? But dream state is showing you a different possibility. Dream state is showing you a more loving possibility. So all I would say to you is be open to this, be open to it. Number one, after this dream, give thanks for the dream. It sounds like you want to have this dream again. So you can set an intention before bed and just asking, I'd like to reconnect with this person. I'd like to learn more about my relationship with them. All right. Remember that dream state is going to show you what you need to see. And if you get used to setting an intention or asking a question before bed, you will get your answer in dream state. If you don't see the answer in your typical dream form, oftentimes you wake up with a feeling to the response. Okay, you'll wake up with a feeling. So connect with that as well. But, I'm so glad you had this experience, because either way, whether you want to give energy to this person coming into your life or not, one thing that you can do is relive this experience. Because remember, like you said, this caused you so much peace and so much loving energy that you're thinking about it over and over again. This is what these dreams do. That's why oftentimes they can be healing, because if you need more love in your life and dream state shows you that, you can literally capture that. You can capture that within yourself. And if you think of this throughout the day, it brings you back to that loving energy and that peaceful energy that you will need to get through your day. All right. I hope this is helpful for you, but feel free to put more questions down below. And again, if any of you want to do a consultation where it's one-on-one, we do video talk or we do over the phone, you can get that on my website, www.lupitainspires.com. All right. Gypsy Road, it's so good to hear from you. He says, thank you for your wonderful videos. I appreciate you, Gypsy Road. It's always so good to connect with you. Sajal Khan says, dreaming about an unknown person who loves us gets us possessive and worried about us and makes us jealous as well. Sure, Sajal, everybody can have a different experience with these kinds of dreams, right? He's saying that if you dream of someone you don't know, and like you love them and stuff, he says that you can get possessive and worried, and it can make you jealous. So of course, right, it can totally do this if that is where your energy takes you and if that is what you're following. But remember this, if you experience a dream with someone you don't know and you enjoy the love, you enjoy the experience, if you can capture that love and that peaceful energy like our previous dreamer did, if you can do that, you can bring that to waking and simply relive it, right? Relive that feeling, let yourself have that sensation within to help you with your day or whatever it is that you may be going through, because you could be going through a tough time and this dream can just help you, get along in a more loving and peaceful way. If you ever feel that you are getting possessive or too worried or jealous about something that's happening in a dream, one of the things that I invite you to do is to practice letting go, right? Forgiving and letting go. So this can be a little bit challenging at first, especially if you wake up from a loving experience. You're like, oh, I really miss this person. I really want to see them. Where are they? And you get kind of worried about being able to see them again. That's really not what dream state wants for us. Dream state wants us to experience this, to hold it within, and to see it with loving eyes, right? There's no need to get obsessed over this, because dream state will show you whatever it is that you need to heal, especially if you ask for it. So practice just bringing that loving energy with you. If you do feel you're getting jealous or too worried or things like that, go ahead and practice some meditation during waking state. Bring yourself to that peaceful energy, because the more you practice being at peace and being in that loving energy, like we talk about love, unity, and peace, the more you practice this in waking, the more it will reflect in dream state, and the more you will wake up with this energy and just continue the cycle. Okay, continue the cycle of love, unity, and peace. All right, let me do our next person, and then I think we're only going to do one more because I don't want the video to be too long, and then I'll do my best to do another video responding to your comments and your questions. All right, Sharon Pinar says, I dreamt of a handsome man with 2 kids, a boy and a girl. I was introduced to him by friends, and later in the dream, I wanted to take a photo with him because we were so beautiful together. She says, but my phone didn't want to take the photo. Then he said, I'd rather just hold you instead. Oh, it's so sweet. Then she says, he sat next to me with the kids standing behind us. I remember wanting to touch his leg next to me, but I woke up feeling so good. Oh, I love that, Sharon. Absolutely love that. And look, whenever I talk to you or to other dreamers about these kinds of experiences, the more that we talk about it, the more we get into the details, the more that the dreamer will find out, is this a past life? Is this a past life, or is this something that is coming for me in the future? Okay. And the reason it takes some talking, the reason it takes like us, talking about it to get to that point is because oftentimes whenever we have these images and we have this experience in dream state, we just capture it, right? We just capture it so hard and we're like, that was great, we love it, etc. And we stay with this like super fun, loving energy. But oftentimes we don't question, where's this coming from? Is this something I need to be prepared for, or is this something I already lived? And when we ask questions and explore deeper, we can get to that point. But look, if this is something that you want to see for yourself in waking, then I would suggest you give it energy. You accept it. Number 1, accept the dream. Number 2, give thanks for the dream. And then just say, I welcome this into my reality. I welcome it because I've seen it's already possible. So yes, I welcome it. Also, I'd like to know, and Sharon, you don't have to post this here, but the questions I'm going to ask you are for you to be thinking about. In waking state, do you have someone that you connect with at this deep level, right? Do you have somebody already in your life? Because if you do, then this could be something to explore, right? If you already have somebody in your life but you feel that the same loving connection isn't there, then the dream could be highlighting those things that your inner self feels you're missing in your current relationship, right? So this can just be a loving alert. But now if you're like, I don't have anybody, I really want this person, I don't have anybody in waking state, then this is a perfect opportunity to give thanks and bring this energy to waking and accept it as true, right? Accept that this is coming for you, because that is a beautiful experience right there. And then the last piece that I'll explore here with you real quick is, you wanted to capture the moment. You wanted to take a picture with this person so you could remember it forever in the dream. And he's like, don't worry about it. I would rather you just hold me instead. So this is a really beautiful message, because the dream essentially is letting us know, hey, it's okay not to take those pictures. It's okay not to have to physically capture every moment. Let's take a moment to just be in the moment. Let's take a moment to hold one another and to be more conscious and aware of now, of the present, all right? So take that loving message from this person of your dream and start incorporating it into your real life. I'm not saying don't take pictures, but what I am saying is practice enjoying being in the moment, okay? Just be there, enjoy it, enjoy the people around you, enjoy how you feel. Don't feel that you have to take pictures of every single thing in waking state, because the more you experience it, mind, body, soul, that within, that is already a beautiful memory. And you'll know this is true because the dream shows it to you. So you still have such a clear image of this handsome man that had these 2 kids, the boy and the girl. You see them like it was yesterday. You see them like it was a picture, right? Because mind, body, soul was there in all one moment. It was so conscious, so aware, felt so real. And that's why you don't necessarily need to take those pictures, right? If you are really living that moment. So that dream really captures that for you. It's just magical, right? It's magical how that happens. But I appreciate you sending your dream. And so, okay, dreamers, I hope this video was helpful. I'm so glad I got an opportunity to respond to your questions and comments. And of course, know that we're going to be doing our live this Wednesday on TikTok at 6 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to do a one-on-one consultation, you can do that on our website. But dreamers, I send you a huge hug. I send you love, unity, and peace, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.